These men are the future of Cuban baseball. If they play well on Havana's under-23 team on this Sunday afternoon, they might join the Industriales, Cuba's version of the New York Yankees. But some dream of a future well beyond that in the United States.
You play baseball anywhere, you always want to compete at Major League Baseball because it's the highest level of baseball. I mean, there's no league in the world like it.
To get to the U.S., Cuban ball players usually defect to a third country first in order to negotiate as international free agents. The salaries do not come easy. They have had to risk their lives and leave their families.
The way things are right now between Cuba and the United States, I think it should be easier. Since both governments are looking for ways to have ties, I think it's easier. Of course, I'd like to have my family here with me.
More than 350 players have left Cuba since 1980, but normalization has sparked an exodus. About 100 players have left in the past 12 months alone. Players are worried Major League Baseball could one day negotiate directly with the Cuban government, meaning smaller paychecks. Yunel Escobar now plays for the Washington Nationals, but grew up in this neighborhood in Havana. These men, his childhood friends, played baseball in the streets with him.
Some of them play baseball and say they want to be just like Yunel Escobar and other stars. He hasn't been forgotten. He won't be forgotten in this neighborhood.
Escobar once played for Cuba's Industriales, and while the children here consider him a legend, Cuban officials label him, like others who left, defectors, athletes who abandoned the country.
When Escobar's team won the Nationals, the Cuban government gave him this house. And when Escobar left for the United States, eventually playing with Major League Baseball, well, the government confiscated it.
The Cuban sports officials, the Cuban government will say, has an immense amount of power over the players.
Cuba makes considerable investments in its players from a very young age, and it now faces a future where it would lose even more of its top talent. But the U.S. would be paying for that now that things have changed, directly to the Cuban government. Melissa Chan, Al Jazeera, Havana.